Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. Mayon volcano continues to exhibit signs of intensified unrest. Privox recorded 3 volcanic earthquakes since Saturday until 5 a.m. on Sunday. At least 274 rockfall and 11 pyroclastic density current events were also logged. Lava continued to ooze out from Mayon to maximum lengths of 1.5 kilometers from the crater. State volcanologists said it might take several months for the volcano to cease erupting. But for now, they don't see the need yet to raise the alert level from 3 to 4.
If we have an explosive eruption, it will last for just few days to few weeks. But kapag ganito, a slow eruption, effusive eruption, it will probably take several months, at least 3 months, bago matapos.
More people have been displaced in Albay amid Mayon volcano's unrest. As of Sunday, the NDRRMC reported that around 20,000 residents have been evacuated. They are taking refuge at over 20 evacuation centers in Albay. In total, nearly 39,000 individuals across 26 barangays in 8 municipalities have been affected. The volcano's unrest has not caused any death or injury so far. The government has extended over 62 million pesos worth of assistance, most of which are food packs. In other news, water levels in 6 dams in Luzon continue to drop despite last week's frequent rains. According to Pag-asa, Angat Dam in Bulacan dropped by 0.23 meters yesterday. This is still almost 4 meters higher than the elevation required for the dam to fulfill its functions. The National Water Resource Board earlier announced that it may need to cut the enhanced water quota from Angat Dam due to the looming dry spell. The current 52 cubic meters per second water allocation to concessionaires ends this month. Meanwhile, water levels in Ipo, Binga, Pantabangan, Magat, and Caliraya dams also decreased by up to 0.61 meters. All passengers of MV Esperanza Star that caught fire off Panglao in Bohol have been accounted for. Anthony Damaliero of the Bohol PDRRMO said 72 passengers and 60 crew members were safely rescued. Damaliero added that there were no major injuries. Fire hit the passenger cargo vessel at dawn on Sunday and was declared under control at around 10 a.m. The Coast Guard said it departed from Port of Lazi in Siquijor, going to the port of Tagbilaran in Bohol. Investigations into the cause of the fire is now underway.
Ongoing pa po yung investigation, sir, ng Philippine Coast Guard. Latest news from the co-shipping company. They're arranging for the next available trip to Cebu para may transport yung affected passengers.
We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken meets with China's Foreign Minister Qin Gang. Qin greeted Blinken and his group at the door to a villa on the first day of his two-day visit to Beijing. They made small talk in English before shaking hands in front of a Chinese and American flag. After heading into the meeting room, neither Blinken nor Qin made comments in front of reporters. Blinken is also expected to meet with China's top diplomat Wang Yi and possibly President Xi Jinping. He earlier said he would speak candidly about, quote, very real concerns on a range of issues. Blinken is the first highest-ranking U.S. official to visit China since President Joe Biden took office in 2021. Russia's defense ministry claims that it repelled a series of Ukrainian attacks in the Zaporizhia region on Sunday. According to Moscow, Ukraine has recaptured a village in Zaporizhia, but they had defended 3 sections of the front line. This came after Russian President Vladimir Putin met with African leaders on a peace mission which ended with no visible progress. Kyiv, meanwhile, has yet to comment on Russia's claims as Ukrainian officials impose an information blackout to help operational security. Aside from Zaporizhia, intel reports said heavy fighting had been focused on western Donetsk and around Bakhmut, which Russia captured last month.
В течение прошедших суток вооруженные силы Украины продолжили попытки наступления на Запорожском, Южнодонецком и Донецком направлении. Наиболее активные действия проходили на Запорожском направлении. Грамотными и решительными действиями подразделений группировки войск «Восток», ударами авиации и огнем артиллерии все атаки противника отражены.
Uganda orders more troops to pursue attackers from a group with links to Islamic State who killed at least 37 students. Aside from students killed, military and police said the attackers had also abducted 6 others. Uganda's President Yoweri Museveni condemned the attack as, quote, desperate and cowardly. Museveni vowed that the government would also investigate if there were any lapses that enabled the attack to happen. Pope Francis made his first public speech on Sunday, 2 days after his hospital stay. The pontiff spent 9 days in the hospital following an abdominal surgery. Speaking from the window of papal apartments, the Pope expressed his sorrow for the victims of a disastrous shipwreck in Greece. At least 78 migrants drowned while dozens are still missing. He then called for peace following the militant attack in a school in Uganda. The Pope also thanked all those who prayed for him during his hospitalization.
Cari fratelli e sorelle, buongiorno. Desidero esprimere la mia gratitudine a quanti nei giorni del mio ricovero al Policlinico Gemelli mi hanno manifestato affetto, premura e amicizia e mi hanno assicurato il sostegno della preghiera. Questa vicinanza umana e vicinanza spirituale è stata per me di grande aiuto e conforto. Grazie a tutti, grazie a voi, grazie di cuore.
And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. Coming right up is Agenda at 8 a.m. I'm Diego Castro. We are One News. All sides, all the time.